What's going on, faithful? What a game, huh? Well, let's just get right into what I got to say here. If you're looking for some Niner content without the BS, a lot of hot takes, crazy shit, you've come to the right place. Welcome. All right, let's just get into it, man. I don't want to waste your time. What a game, huh? Man, that was fun. It's only fun when, your team does the blowing out, then it's fun. Then it's like cool. When you're on the other end of it, it's not so much fun. It's not fun watching other teams blow at other teams. Although I kind of enjoyed the Cowboys smoking out the Giants. It was kind of impressive as well. But we're not here to talk about that. Niners, Steelers. You guys already know the score. You guys know all the stats. You guys know what happened. I don't got to remind you about any of that stuff. But I do find some things that are just impressive, and I just want to go over it with you guys as well. Now, we know Purdy did 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a passer rating 111, though. I didn't know if it was going to be that impressive, if you buy too much in the passer rating and any of that stuff. But he just looked crisp, man. He looked clean. As many people already said, he looked super confident, looked super at ease. I'm telling you, man. Each time I watch this kid play, it just seems like it just impresses me more and more and more and more. Now we'll move on to obviously the other big one. We got Christian McCaffrey. He had 22 carries, 152 yards. This article goes on to say this was the 16th career game which he's had 100 yards or more rushing. That's the most he has registered as a member of the 49ers. That was awesome. Great downfield blocking, too. Very impressive by our boy, Brandon Ayuk. Probably my favorite player on the team right now, outside of Fred. You see Fred's jersey over there. Brandon had 129 yards, 2 touchdowns on 8 catches. Now, I'm sure you already know this, but he had 8 targets, 8 catches. That's super impressive. Like, I wish I would have drafted my fantasy team. I really do. I really, really do. Now, this isn't like a fantasy show or anything. By the way, if I didn't mention in the beginning, the show is called Ninercast. I'm Chris. I'm your host. It's good to see you guys. I haven't put out a video in a while because the whole off-season shit really gets on my nerves, and all the content that's out on there on YouTube gets on my nerves. And yeah, well, let's just talk about football, what we do know, not to try to speculate too much and pretend that we know everything. It's fun to talk about stuff. It's fun to speculate, but I'm not going to bring any crazy hot takes about trading one of our best players because you don't like him. You know, I don't know. Hey, man, those other people can do whatever they do, and I'm going to do what I do. So I ain't talking shit about anybody. I ain't here to make any internet YouTube beefs. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to do what I do and talk about things I do because I'm thinking probably most normal fans are just like me who just want to kind of cut the fat and let's get to it. Let's talk about it. So with that out of the way, well, no, wait, I'm not done talking yet about that. That was just such a cool game. I mean, from the very get-go to the very end, minus that little, 2-minute warning drive the Steelers had, they had nothing. They had no answers to anything. Like they were just completely blown away about what to do and how to stop it. I'm talking about the Steelers. Offensively and defensively, they had no answers to anything. And I'm just hoping that continues. And just this wasn't just because we went into Pittsburgh and played an unprepared team. Mike Tomlin doesn't usually have unprepared teams. So we either are that good or Mike Tomlin just completely did a 180 of what he normally does. And I don't really believe that. But now we do have coming up the Rams. Rams coming off of an impressive victory, if you want to call it that, against the Seahawks. Now, unlike a lot of people, I don't think the Seahawks are that good. I didn't think they were that good last year. I didn't think Gino was that good. He's all right. Hey, nothing special, you know? I know some people want to build this dude up as something. Hey, man, he's got a great story. That's cool, too, but I don't see what other people see. I think he's a bridge, and I still think he's a bridge quarterback. So, anyways, yeah, the Rams had some impressive passing against them. I think that's not going to work on us. They got a couple impressive young receivers. What's that one dude's name? Let's see. Puka Nakua. It's a pretty cool name. If I'm even saying that right. Puka Nakua. He had a pretty nice game. And they had some other dude. I think his name's Tattoo something. They got some weird names over there, but I like cool names, so you just got to learn how to say them right. Now that we know this this is basically Levi South. It's going to be at SoFi, which is basically like our home away from home. So I don't see this being any kind of issue. Now with the Rams looking a little bit better against the Seahawks, I'm not going to just say this is just going to be a walk in the park here. You should always treat every game, obviously, with respect, and you got to go in there and you got to earn it. They're going to be ready for us, but I still think we're a far better team, and we should pull this off anyways. But just don't get in this overlooking things and start slapping each other on the ass because we had a good game last week. They're going to be ready. They're going to play. They're an NFL team. They got NFL players. They got some good ones too. They got a good quarterback who looked almost back to himself a little bit a few days ago. So cannot take that lightly, but I think we should get into it. I think today's Wednesday. I'll probably do a prediction on this probably Thursday or Friday. Now, we know they don't got Cooper Kupp. He's on IR, which I think keeps him out at least until week 4. So we definitely don't have to worry about him. They still got Aaron Donald and a couple of these young receivers that looked pretty decent. They had a better running back than Cam Akers, which is not a shocker because I think just about any running back that you could pick up anywhere is probably better than Cam Akers. I don't know what happened to that guy, if they just ran him to the dirt or maybe he wasn't that good in the first place. I'm not sure. It's been a while. But I don't think we should have any problem with the Rams whatsoever. Now I'm not looking for 30-7 blowout at anything like that. I'm not saying that's not possible, but I'll make my prediction on this tomorrow or Friday. Now, as far as going back to the Steelers, because this stuff just keeps jumping out at me, I didn't get into the defensive. I'm more of a defensive guy anyways, but defensively, it was just impressive. I'm sorry if I'm jumping around. I just haven't done one of these videos in a while. So, but yeah, back on Pittsburgh. Defensively, man, those linebackers look good, man. My boy Fred. Greenlaw. Huff. Everybody's jumping around, man. The D-line looked good. They were getting push. This is going to be an impressive group this year. And I know a lot of people were worried about this going into the season, like, oh man, we've lost some depth and we might not be as good. I think that's probably going to be wrong because I think this is looking better at this point. Now it's week 1. Don't get too crazy. You can do what you want. If you want to start buying your Super Bowl tickets, go ahead, man. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I try to be a little balanced here. It was week 1. Let's see some more. But I'm super, super excited. It was a very impressive game. And I'm looking forward to this game too because it's our division rival. And yeah, stoked. So anyways, it's my first video back in a few months. So just wanted to get it out there. I didn't want to make some long, drawn-out video because it's Wednesday the 13th. Several days after our win, there's a million content creators out there who've already put videos with everything. So I just kind of want to jump back in the saddle and let you guys know I will be doing videos all season long. I'm a real fan, by the way. I live in California. I'm in Northern California. And I'm not saying I'm not a real fan. I mean, when I say I'm a real fan, I'm not some content creator that lives in like Wisconsin just trying to make some dough off the 49ers. So, anyways, like I said, Ninercast. My name's Chris. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. If you didn't, that's okay too. I'll see you guys in the next one, probably tomorrow. Later.